Hello, I'm Tom Woodley, Senior Calibration Engineer. I'm responsible for the transmission calibration, and we're here today at Gaydon facility on the powertrain sub-assembly line. Okay, here we have the SportShift transmission. What you will see in front of you, the main differences between this and the manual transmission are firstly the hydraulic actuator, which replaces the lever mechanism. We have the valve block assembly, which supplies the hydraulic fluid to the valve block. We have the hydraulic pump just underneath. And then we have the fluid reservoir. These are all mounted onto the 6-speed transmission. Moving forward, we have the hydraulic clutch line mounted to the top of the torque tube. This runs down to the front, inside the bell housing, and here you have the concentric slave cylinder which operates the manual clutch. So as you can see here, we have the SportShift transmission, and I'll just walk you through and compare with the manual. Again, on the manual we have a concentric slave cylinder, but this is operated by the driver via the clutch pedal master cylinder. No hydraulic lines on the top of the torque tube. Here we have the selector mechanism, or the gear lever stick shift, cable operated back to the bell crank. This just makes the change smoother. And then the same Graziano 6-speed transmission. Comparing the manual transmission to the SportShift transmission, you won't see much of a difference externally other than the obvious bell crank housing. However, internally we've developed modified selector forks to cope with the high forces that the actuator can exert, and also to cope with the increased performance of the shifts as well. The other main difference is a oil that we've developed in conjunction with Castrol, which is unique to SportShift, and that again helps the shift times. We set out to achieve both the reliability and performance that we needed from the product, but also improvements in noise, vibration, harshness, shift quality. Basically the key things that the customer are going to select the car for. My favourite part of the system really, or feature of the system, is just the ability to be able to focus completely on your driving, where you're positioning the car. You don't have to worry about speed matching on down changes, anything like that. You can purely sit back, let the system do all of that, and just enjoy the road in front of you, basically. The question of clutch life with SportShift, basically from all the testing that we've done, we've actually seen that the system's more sympathetic on the clutch than the manual counterpart. We're seeing similar, if not greater, mileages with a SportShift clutch than with the manual. Yeah, what we can see here is with the cover removed are the selector forks. These are the ends of the selector forks, and basically the hydraulic actuator will pick up on each of these. What you can see is reverse, neutral, first, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, and as I say, the actuator moves onto these and forces them forward and aft to select each relevant gear. Right, from the production line we've taken one of the SportShift assemblies, and I'll just run through the major components. Here first we have the hydraulic reservoir. holds about half a litre of hydraulic fluid that's specific to the sport shift, through the high pressure oil pump, through to the valve block. The valve block basically distributes that then via the electro solenoids to the shift assembly, and that is then translated into rotational and forward-backward movement to select the relevant gears. We will be first into the marketplace with some of the technology that you see here.